to my class. The theme of this class is yoga for anxiety and stress. We're going to start with a short guided meditation to shift some of that anxious energy. Then we're going to go into a flow, and then we're going to end with a cool down. So if you feel ready, let's go ahead and begin. So begin in a comfortable seated position. Feel rooted, safe, and comfortable through your seat. This guided meditation script will help you to feel less anxious. Once you're settled, go ahead and close or soften your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 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 4. Try to keep your breathing at this slow pace. As you inhale, imagine that you are breathing in calmness, peace, and strength, and as you exhale, imagine that you are breathing out all of your anxiety, stress, and worry. There is nothing for you to worry about right now in this present moment. All there is to do in this present moment is to breathe. So feel your anxiety slip away with each exhale. If your mind drifts to feelings of worry, be mindful, notice it without judgment, and then bring your attention back to your breath. You are strong and can handle anything that life throws at you. Notice how calm you feel as you sit and breathe, and then open your eyes and take this feeling of relaxation with you as we come into tabletop position. So once you get there, go ahead and place your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, and shine your elbow creases forward towards the front of the mat. When you're ready, inhale, drop your belly, look up, coming into cow. Exhale, round through your spine, drawing your navel up and in, coming into cow. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, coming into cow. Exhale, round through your spine, drawing your navel up and in, coming into cow. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, coming into cow. Exhale, round through your spine, drawing your navel up and in, coming into cow. Now we're going to inhale to a neutral spine, and we're going to begin to take large circles with our knee. First one way, and then the other way. Just warming up the hips for the movements we're going to be doing later. Go ahead and release your knee to the ground and switch sides, taking large circles with your left knee this time. First one way, and then the other way. Go ahead and release that to the ground. Inhale to extend through your right leg. Exhale to send your right leg up and in, coming into a low lunge. Squeeze everything to the midline, and with your inhale, rise up strong through your legs, coming into a low lunge. So interlace your fingers here, place it on your hip, and then shift your pelvis forward until you feel a generous stretch in your left hip flexor. Breathe deeply here. Then go ahead and release your hands to the ground and rock back and forth on your front leg. Rock forward, then send your right knee underneath your right hip. Inhale to extend through your left leg this time. Exhale to send your left leg up and in, coming into a low lunge. Squeeze everything to the midline. With your inhale, rise up strong through your legs. Interlace your fingers over your head, place it on your hip, and then shift your pelvis forward until you feel a generous stretch in your right hip flexor. Go ahead and release your hands to the ground. Rock back and forth on your front leg. Rock forward, then send your left knee back underneath your left hip. Now we're going to place our elbows directly where our hands just were. We're going to walk our knees back a few inches, and we're going to melt our heart to the ground, coming into puppy pose. When you feel ready, go ahead and curl your toes under, send your hips up, coming into dolphin pose. So keep your forearms where they are in 2 parallel lines. Your hands are gonna want to come in, but try and keep your hands in 2 parallel lines. Now we're going to slowly lower to our knees, walk our hands back towards our knees, and sit back on our feet for a little counter stretch. So interlace your fingers behind your back and open up through your chest. Go ahead and release that. Come through the tabletop, walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, and send your hips up to downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal it out through your feet and find any movement that feels good here. Before taking baby steps towards our hands, coming into a forward fold. You can sway a little left to right. You can draw a picture on the ground. Then we're going to inhale or slowly roll or reverse swan dive up to extended mountain pose with your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Then we're going to take a look at our feet, which can be flushed together or hip width apart, whichever feels more stable for you. Then we're going to lift the toes and place our toes back on the ground. With our inhale, we're going to squeeze our shoulder up towards our ear and then roll it down our back body. We're going to make sure our head is over our hips, our heart, and our heart is over our hips. Then we're going to shift our weight to our left foot and lift just our right foot up. We're going to grab our right foot and place it directly above our left knee, coming into tree pose. Your hands can be at your heart, or they can be out like tree branches. With your inhale, go ahead and squeeze your right knee up and in towards your chest, and slow and with control, step your right foot back, coming into Warrior One. With your exhale, open up to Warrior Two. With your inhale, straighten through your front leg, but keep a soft bend in the knee. Reach like you're going to touch the wall in front of you, and then drop your left arm to the ground. Option to lift your right arm to the sky and look up at your right arm, playing with your balance here. Then we're going to cartwheel our hands down to the ground, step our left foot back, coming into a high or modified plank on your knees. With your exhale, lower halfway or all the way down to your belly. With your inhale, come into baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. With your exhale, melt your heart to the ground, then push up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Now we're going to take baby steps towards our hands, coming into a forward fold. Again, you can sway it left and right here, or you can draw a picture on the ground. Then we're going to slowly roll or reverse swan dive up to extended mountain pose with your arms up overhead. We're going to take a look at our feet, which can be flushed together or hip width apart, whichever feels more stable for you. We're going to lift our toes and place our toes back on the ground. Then with our inhale, we're going to squeeze our shoulders up towards our ears and then roll it down our back body. And we're going to make sure our head is over our heart and our heart is over our hips. Before we shift our weight to our right foot and scoop our right foot up and in, placing it directly above our right knee. Again, your hands can be at your heart or they can be out like tree branches. Then go ahead and just scoop your left knee up and in towards your chest and step it back, coming into Warrior One. With your exhale, open up to Warrior Two. With your inhale, straighten through your front leg, but keep a soft bend in the knee. Reach like you're going to touch the wall in front of you, and then drop your right arm to the ground, coming into extended triangle. Option to lift your left arm to the sky and look up at your left arm, playing with your balance here. Go ahead and cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Step your right foot back, coming into high or modified plank on your knees. With your exhale, lower halfway all the way down to your belly. With your inhale, come into baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. With your exhale, melt your heart to the ground, then push up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Now we're going to lower to our knees and swing our legs around to one side, coming onto our bottoms. Then we're going to lay down, not low down, to our backs. Once you get there, place the soles of your feet on the ground and lift just your hips. And lift your chest to your chin and your chin to the sky. Option to interlace your fingers underneath your bottom, but we're going to breathe deeply here in bridge pose for about 5 deep breaths.
Yes, this moment.
After your 5th deep breath, go ahead and lay your hips on top of your hands. Extend your legs out long and press firmly into your legs and your forearms, enough so that you can come onto the crown of your head for fish pose. Peek at me if you need to. This pose is great for anxiety. It's great for respiratory health. And we're going to slowly lay down onto our heads, remove our hands from underneath our bottoms, and come into Savasana. When you're ready, you can bring movement back to your feet, you can bring movement back to your hands, and you can sit up. That was all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any feedback or suggestions for future videos, go ahead and leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.